Hi guys, happy Tuesday. It's almost Wednesday, which means it's almost Thursday, which means it's almost Friday, which means it's almost the weekend. So that's giving me hope. Um, so I guess the topic for this week is what we would say to kids who, go off to college and want to do things like cut their hair or get tattoos or piercings, but their parents are threatening to not pay for college because it's too gay. Um, my response to that, I guess I'm gonna first tell you guys my take on it. In terms of my experience, I've always I've always had like since I was a little kid, I had curly hair. My hair is naturally curly, and so my entire life I just had like long curly hair. And then this summer, I it's my roommate. This summer I cut it like short-ish to my shoulders, and like that was cool and stuff. But then I came to college and I had it, that length, and then I was like, you know what, whatever, I want to cut my hair short because I've always wanted to cut it short, so I did. And I didn't tell my parents, uh, but my mom came to visit me and it was short, and she was like, did you cut your hair? And I, said yeah, because I did. And she said it looks cute, so that was cool. And in terms of like piercings and tattoos, for my 18th birthday, I wanted a piercing and I wanted a tattoo. And my parents were super down with it. My dad actually paid for both. My mom didn't want me to get my nose pierced, but she threatened she didn't want to pay for it. But I went anyway with my dad and I did it. Uh, but and also in terms of like not paying for college tuition, I mean I've heard people say that before. My best friend at home, has always wanted a tattoo. Her brother passed away a few years ago, and she wanted, to get his initials. And her mom was like, if you do that, I'm not paying for college. And I guess I understand where parents come with that, but at the same time, I feel like if push came to shove, no parent would deny their kid college tuition. Like I just feel like that's supremely unrealistic. But for anyone who, and now I have two more tattoos. Like I have three tattoos now. My parents don't know about the last two, but I mean, it's not. It's kind of permanent, and I have no. I mean, they might not be happy with it, but I doubt they would threaten to take away, like college. It's just such an important thing. Education is just such an important thing to have. Like, I don't think any parent would really willingly take away that right or that, opportunity. But if someone is put in that situation, I would say one of the most important things you can do is sit your parents down and just kind of have a conversation with them and say, this is what I want to do. Like, I don't know, for me, like, I didn't feel completely comfortable with myself until I cut my hair. Like, I had long hair and it was really nice and people liked it, but I didn't feel like myself with it. And I think that was, like, the main reason why I cut it, And I think in terms of having that talk with your parents, I think it's just important to be like, like this is only a small facet of who I am. Like, you can get rid of piercings. They're not always going to be there. Tattoos are, so that's probably a lot more of a step. And hair, I mean, hair grows back. It's completely replaceable. So I think that's important because I think parents kind of just freak out about change, like changing, getting a piercing is change, and like depending on your, I guess, your religious background or something, like that could be a reason too. But I think if your parents, like, there's nothing you can really say. Like, if your parents are completely adamant in their decision and you talk to them and you tell them, don't, I think if they're really like completely willing to sacrifice your future and the opportunities you get with school, I think then just don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not worth sacrificing. Like, you can get it after college when you're making your own money and you're paying for your own things. As unfair as that is, as when you're 18, you're an adult, like Sarah said. I think it's BS, but I still think it's important to just let it be if your parents are really going to do that. And the question is if we would rather stay up late or get up early. And I'd rather stay up late. Like, my roommate knows I don't get up, like, I don't do mornings well. I hate mornings. I literally, like, roll out of bed and run to class. I don't, like, talk to anyone. I don't get breakfast. I just sleep until the last possible minute. But I hate getting up early. Like, getting up early is one of the worst things ever. I just don't. It's like punishment. It's a punishment, I think. My mom used to get up at like 5 in the morning, and sleeping in would be like 8 for her. And I just don't. I don't understand how people can be like that. But yeah, I think that's what I have to say. And I think if you're in college and you're dealing with that, just talk to your parents. Like, sometimes their reasons are, like, you can argue with them and, like, they'll listen. And it's kind of, I mean, my parents aren't the kind of people that are completely, like, liberal and open to that, but they were because, I talked to them and I was, like, responsible with it and stuff. So that's that. And I hope you guys have a good Tuesday. I'm going to go to a concert now. But I will talk to you guys next week, I guess. Bye.